Top of the morning folks, today from the Reddit Rainforest. Where are you banned from and what did you do to get banned? Banned from a club because I got very drunk, got behind the bar and started making people drinks while the staff were sorting out an argument in the poker's room. At the time I was like, the people want their alcohol, I shall step in and do my civic duty. I thought I was doing a pretty good job, took the right amounts of money etc. People seemed happy to get their beer/spirits etc. But the staff came back and were not impressed with me. Even less impressed when I said I would go. But first I have to make this nice gentleman a bullfighter. Security asked me to leave and I was banned. The place has changed ownership 3 times and I still cannot get in. Back in the days of AOL, my sister and I were in an AOL chat room for kids. The chat room had a moderator and everything. The moderator was doing what he does moderating, and this upset my sister and I. We called the moderator a butthead and immediately lost our dial-up signal. A few days later, we got a letter from AOL saying that we were banned from the internet. The early days of the internet. My father was permanently banned, almost arrested, from a DMV in California. Apparently they do not like it when you drag in a lawn chair to protest their long lines. He just does all his DMV business online or in another city now. Luke's a casino. I called 4 numbers in a row on roulette. 2 beefy men promptly showed me to the strip. Did you at least get to keep your winnings? They cannot withhold winnings unless they have proof of you cheating. They'll walk you to the counter, cash you out, walk you out, and add your face to their database for facial recognition. Neopets. For hacking a minigame without money when I was 17. After one of my accounts was hacked, I got super pissed and made another account in an attempt to steal people's passwords and get my Neo points back. Of course I was just a total failure at it and was banned before I actually successfully stole from anyone. Probably for the best. I was banned from Canobie Lake Amusement Park in New Hampshire because I threw my shoe off the Ferris wheel when I was 13 years old. They were going to take my picture and everything, so they would know to never let me back in. But my father stopped them and said, "It's fine. Well, just leave." I have never been back. I'm 26 now. Habbo Hotel. Though I cannot for the life of me remember why. My drunk ass. My father is banned from Ithaca College for stealing a Christmas tree with some of his frat brothers. He went to Cornell. He received a lifetime ban at that point. And then was arrested again when he violated that ban, and the same security guard caught him the next week. When I was looking at colleges, I was told I was not allowed to apply there because he could not come visit. My uncle is banned from the province of Ontario for using a snowplow to shear the tops off of 13 police cars. Edit. He went to jail for it and is not allowed back in the province. The backstory is he got really drunk and got his license suspended for 3 years. Got drunk again and stole my grandfather's snowplow. This was early 70s and I was not alive at the time, but the police, who only had revolvers at the time, could not pop the thick rubber snowplow tires and ended up having to watch as our cars got destroyed. Friend of mine got banned from Liberia in high school. He was prank calling embassies and they got pissed. Thank goodness he got a busy signal when he tried Russia. A Fridays near my house. A few years back, my friend and girlfriend at the time got completely malarkey faced and decided going out to eat at a public establishment would be a good idea. I was by far the drunkest, so in being a complete ass and making a mess, I spilled my drink on the heater, and when the waiter came back he said, "What the hell is that?" referring to my spilled drink. Obviously and understandably pretty pissed, so I order another drink. The waiter comes back with it, and this is when malarkey hits the proverbial fan. He gave it to me in a child's sippy cup. Now, if I had not been irrationally wasted, I would have laughed along with everyone else. But alas, the whiskey had taken the helm and the seas were rough. I grabbed the sippy cup and proceeded to burst into the kitchen of the Fridays. Everybody freaked out, and I demanded an adult-sized soda. I was promptly escorted to the door and was told I was not allowed there anymore. I still feel bad about being a jackass. My mother is banned from the local Taco Bell. She was drunk and belligerent in 1983, and she's still on their list of banned people. My friend worked there in high school and called up my house, asking why the hell my mother was on the list of people banned from Taco Bell. Apparently they have a huge running list dating back to the early 1980s. Of course, my mom at 52 and my mom at 23 do not look terribly similar, but I guess they could still get her by name if she ate at T-Bell. My uncle is banned from the state of Arkansas for firing a cannon in the middle of town. It was just gunpowder, no round. Not too sure how he got a hold of a cannon, though. There was someone a while back who told a story about being banned from the chemistry lab because he accidentally made some chemical weapon, inadvertently violating the Geneva Conventions. I got banned from eating too much at a all-you-can-eat buffet. GameStop in DeWitt, New York, showed up early to the GTA 4th midnight launch. Decided to grab a few beers at TGIF in the mall. I got hammered, and it was a little after midnight, so we decided to head down to pick up our games. When I got inside the store I was wobbling around and stumbled back into some shelves. The force of me hitting the shelf was enough to cause me to hurl everywhere. I was escorted out of the store and the mall itself. I got kicked out of my local Abercrombie and Fitch for a group of me and my mates taking off our shirts and pretending to be live action models for the store. They did not take to it well. A group of 6, including me, of my friends decided it would be cool to pretend to be mannequins at a random store. Not only did the store want us to do it, but we were actually encouraged to continue doing so. 2 hours later, we had a crowd of people looking beyond the glass, making requests of what to do. That was a chill group of employees. I'm banned for life from working at Walnut over something that really was not my fault. I was 16, and it was about 11 PM on the umpteenth night in a row that they had worked me that late, and I was exhausted. Somebody came to my register with a ton of merchandise, about $2 grand in all. He wanted to pay with a check. It seemed suspicious, but I asked for his ID, and it matched the check. Everything seemed legit, and I rang him up. The next morning they took me into the back room and explained I was being fired for gross misconduct. It turns out the customer had used a computer to alter the routing number on the check he had paid with. So when I ran it through the register it drew money from an account that did not exist. Now this is Walmart, a company that makes about $1 trillion an hour around the world. And they fired me over something nobody would have been able to notice. They called it gross misconduct, meaning that I can never be hired at another Walmart. Wikipedia. I said Kayla was bald because he had testicular cancer. Local bar. One night my friends abandoned me after I had blacked out. To my friends, I know I demanded that I stay out, but no matter what, if it's that obvious I'm super ducked up, just punch me in the mouth and make me get in the cab. I have no idea what happened, but I went to my favorite bar the next week and the bouncer, who has let me in without carding for months, told me I was not allowed back in for a while. He was not there the night I blacked out, but when I asked what I did he just shook his head and said a bunch of malarkey man. It's a mystery. Kind of obscure. I was banned from a forum dedicated to my university's football team. I made several jokes. Great jokes BTW. About lawyers. All in jest, but it turns out 80% of the people who financially support the football team have graduated from the university's law school and many of them are also on that forum. They did not think I was funny. RuneScape. I was scamming kids by telling them money would appear in their bank if they typed their password backward. I'm banned from a country club just down the street from my neighborhood. When I was 16, me and 2 of my friends finished a round of golf and we were not ready to go home yet. Being the brilliant teenagers we were, we decided to roam around the course and try to steal golf balls that have just been driven down the fairway. What could go wrong? The first attempt at this was the only attempt. We heard the group tee off, and our estimate on how far away we needed to be down the fairway was dead on. We sprinted as fast as we could and grabbed the balls and tore off across the course. When we looked back, we saw 3 golf carts charging forward behind us. We kept running at a dead sprint towards my car which was about 5 holes over in the parking lot. We made it to my car with the golf carts not too far behind. Here's where it gets sad. My first car was a beat up Toyota RAV4. Anyone who has driven one of these knows that even a brand new one does not have the fastest acceleration rate, and this particular one had seen better days. We all jumped in my car and I stabbed my key in the ignition with perfect aim on the first try. I floored it in reverse and jammed it into drive and took off. I made it about 100 feet before I was caught up to and cut off by an old man in an electric golf cart. To this day, I have never had the cops called on me for a more pathetic reason. No fines or tickets were issued, but we received a lifetime ban from the course and a stupid story to tell for the rest of our days. I'm banned from 4chan for daring a mod to ban me. In retrospect, I think it was healthy for me. I'm banned from a bar I used to work at because the 50-something Meth addict owner accused me of trying to roofie her. I'm a female. BTW. She had not eaten all day and then had me make her a mojito. When she threw up she decided it was because I had put GHB in her drink. I'm banned from a dentist office in town because I started to scream when they were trying to give me a shot to numb my gums. I'm banned from Staples. One of the clerks tried talking a woman into buying a $1,200 notebook that she did not need. According to him, solitaire was hardcore gaming and required an upper-end processor. Alright. So one day, I went to the local YMCA with a folding chair and one of those huge buckets of KFC. I put the folding chair on a treadmill, sat, watched the television, and ate delicious chicken. They kicked me out. I got banned from a local radio station's joke night. The joke went something like this. Radio host. So tell us your joke. Me. Well, it's actually 3 jokes. 2 short jokes and a long joke. Radio host. Okay. Go ahead. Me. Joke. If you are reading this, you made it until the end of the video. Click the thumbs up button since you made it until the end. Bam. On screen there should be some more videos similar to this. So either go do something else or watch more videos. That's about it. There is no more here. What are you waiting for, a secret message or something? Okay, think. This is not a secret, but subscribe for more videos like this.